All right, morning everyone. So today I'll be showing, okay, let's put it like I said. All right, so this morning I'll be teaching you all on ChatGPT and AI tool that we all can use. So firstly, I would like to explain what ChatGPT is. ChatGPT is an artificial intelligence AI language model developed by the OpenAI and is designed to understand the human language and generate human responses. And you can actually ask it questions, you can give it instructions, you can actually have a conversation with it, and it's going to respond to you in a natural and in an intelligent way. So the full meaning of ChatGPT is that the word C there is chat, then the word G there is generative, while the word P there is pre-trained, then while the word T there is transformer. So now let's break it down right now. So now we have chat. So now we have chat. It communicates in dialogue form. Then we have the word G, which is the generative. It can actually create content, can actually create text, can create idea, it can create code, it can create images. Give it anything, it help you create it. Then we have pre-trained. It has been trained on a large amount of data from books, from websites, from the internet, to give us answers, give us response that actually fits our instruction, that actually fits our question. Then the word there, transformer, it actually refers to the type of AI model that has been structured to use. So now let's move to the next one, which is the uses of ChatGPT. You can actually use ChatGPT for different tasks. The first task you can actually use ChatGPT for is for writing and editing. You can actually make use of ChatGPT to write and to edit, which is to draft email, letter, report, to even improve on your grammar, your spelling or errors. You can actually use ChatGPT for writing and editing, and also to summarize a long text. If you're having a long text, you want to summarize it, just give it to ChatGPT and tell it to help you summarize it. Then also it can be used for brainstorming. You can actually use ChatGPT to brainstorm ideas, to brainstorm projects, marketing, and any events that you want it to brainstorm for you. Then also it can actually help you to create outline and plans. It can help you to plan your day. It can help you to plan your day at work, plan your social media tasks or social media plan that you have. Then also ChatGPT is also used for learning and research. We make use of ChatGPT for explaining concepts in a simple term. You want to find the definition of something, you don't know the idea of, or the meaning of this, the meaning of that, you don't know the meaning, you can just ask ChatGPT to help you to explain it. Then it will try to give you a, a good definition or example. It will give you insight, to give you example, it will give you ways on how to use it. So that's for learning and research. And also it's also assist in coding and technical inquiries. Then also another use of ChatGPT is for customer service. You want to draft a response to a customer, or you want to give an accurate response to a customer, just ask ChatGPT. Or you want to prepare frequently asked questions, you can just ask ChatGPT to help you do that. Then also another use of ChatGPT is for automation. You can actually make use of ChatGPT to write templates, scripts, or any task that you get every day. You have to do every day, your daily work, just give to ChatGPT to help you do it. Then also, another uses is that it can actually help it for translation and localization. It actually helps you to translate short text to different language. Let's say you want to translate a short text from English to French or from English to Spanish. You don't know how to make use of it. Just go to ChatGPT. It will help you translate it. And also suggest local adoptions for content. It also gives you its own suggestion on what it is, on what it thinks, right? So another one is that let's learn how to make use of ChatGPT in writing good prompts. Now, firstly, what is a prompt? If I talk about writing a good prompt and we don't have an idea of what a prompt is, a prompt is an instruction or a question you give to ChatGPT. And the quality of your prompt determines the quality of your response. Like my boss will always say, is what you give to it that is going to give it to you. If you give it nonsense, it's going to give you back nonsense. But if you give it back a good thing, a good response, or a good instruction, it will give you back a quality feedback or a quality response. So let's look at the tips for writing a good prompt. Your prompt needs to be clear and specific. You can't just say, write something about sale. What sale? Instead, just say, write a professional email to a client offering a 10% discount on our product for the month of July. I hope that I can say that sounds clear and specific, right? So the next one is provide content. You can't just say, summarize this. Summarize what? Is it going to summarize just a little heading or just a little title or just a little word? Can you just say, summarize this 500 words blog post for a LinkedIn update or for a social media update? So you have to provide the content of what you want to summarize. You can't just say, summarize this. Then another one is to state the format you want. If you want to be in a bullet form, or you want to be in a summary, you want to be in a note, give it instruction. Give me a bullet point, give me in a summary form, give me in a note form, the 5 benefits of ChatGPT. I say that actually sounds correct. So another one is to set the tone or the style. So if you want to write a friendly and informal thank you message to a team after a successful project, you can't just say, give me, or you can just say, I want to write a message to a team after a successful project. It does not make sense. But once you say, write a friendly and informal thank you message, that's in that way, your tone or your style was actually specified. You actually want to be friendly and informal there. So the other one, it's break complex requests into parts. Instead of saying, explain marketing and accounting and projects and this and that, like you were just going on and on and on and on. It's going to give you back nonsense. Like it will not help you overload everything. But once you break it down, once you like, oh, explain marketing to me first. Then after again, you type explain accounting, or after that one, I tell you explain project management. You can see that it actually breaks down the whole idea for you. Instead of you banding it with explain marketing, explain accounting, explain management, explain project. But if you actually break it down in a complex, if you break it down in a complex request, you actually get a good response. Then next, let's look at the example of a right and a wrong prompt. You all know the meaning of a prompt now. So this word prompt will not be new to us. So a wrong prompt is, tell me about finance. Write a letter. You can see that it does not make sense, right? Summarize what? Translate. Is it to French or to English or to Spanish or to what? Just say translate. It does not make sense. Make a plan. Is it a content plan? Is it a social media plan? Is it a daily task plan? Or is it a fitness plan? You have to be specific. You have to be specific on what you want. But for a right prompt, if you say, explain basic finance tip for beginner in a bullet point, or you say, write a formal resignation letter thanking my employer for 3 years of experience, or you say, summarize this article in less than 100 words, in less than 50 words, focusing on the key point, you can see that it actually makes sense. Or you say, translate this sentence into French, keeping it in a polite tone. Thank you for your assistance. You can see that it actually makes sense. Or you say, make a 1-week social media content plan for a bakery, or make a 1-week social media plan for Flowealth Academy, launching our cybersecurity course. It actually makes sense. Instead of just saying, make a plan, make what plan? You can see that now you can differentiate between a wrong prompt and a right prompt. Now, the next thing is for us to identify a right and versus a wrong prompt. We have clarity. The clarity is that it's always incomplete. The prompt is is not complete. Then another one is that it's always clear. For a right prompt, it's always very clear and well defined. But for a wrong prompt, it lacks background. There's no strong background to hold it firm. But for a right prompt, it actually provides necessary information. Then for a wrong prompt, it is usually unclear. It's not actually clear what the user wants. The user can just say, summarize this, create a plan. It does not make sense. So, but once a right prompt is actually clear about the outcome about what you want, then the format, the guidance, no guidance on style or format. For a wrong prompt, there's not actually a style or a guidance for it. There's no direction. It's not going straight forward. But for a right prompt, it specified the style or the format that he wants. If he wants in a bullet point, or he wants in an email, or he wants in a summary, you can just give it to it. Then a right prompt gives ChatGPT enough information to produce accurate and useful output. Please note that if you're giving it a right prompt, ChatGPT will try to give you enough information and also give you suggestion also to produce the accurate and useful output that you want. So I would like to share this tip with you. Firstly, always review and edit ChatGPT outputs before using it. AI can actually make mistakes. Everybody's not just perfect like that. So if it gives you a feedback or a response, you can just review it. A woman, like the woman understanding, review it and edit it. Then again, the next one is that if the response isn't that good, or maybe the response actually gives to you, you don't like it, or it's not actually befitting to what you actually suit it to be, you can just rephrase it or add more details to the prompt so that it can actually help you, it can actually give you more output or more response that actually fits your scenario. Then the third one is that you can actually ask ChatGPT to improve in its response, e.g., like make this email sound more professional, or make this email sound more friendly, or make this email sound more informal or formal, the way you want it to be. Then also use ChatGPT as a collaborator and not a replacement, because normally ChatGPT actually help us to make our work faster and smarter. If you ask me, oh, give me a content plan or give me a content calendar, I can't start going to Instagram and going to Facebook and going to Twitter, start cracking my head, whereby ChatGPT is actually there to make my work faster for me. I'll just put in the right prompts, and before I know, before a minute, it's actually done. And the good thing is that it can actually put it for you in an Excel, in a PowerPoint form, in a Google form, the way anyhow you want it. So that will be all for ChatGPT. All right, so is there any question, please? I'm here to answer. Any question? Does anyone have any question? So I can go ahead to the next agenda, please.
Good morning.
Yes, Mr. Lee, good morning.
Morning. All right. Artificial intelligence use so many prompts. So the only thing it can explain, the only thing it can understand,
So I can hear.
I said, the artificial intelligence understand prompt language. So
Yes.
can you cite please an examples of some prompts so that it can be wider okay for everybody so that you can understand it more better? Prompt language is different from another, but how can somebody generate a good prompt so that he can use it in a well manner? Thank you.
All right, so in the presentation that I actually said that you can actually identify a right and a wrong prompt. There are ways to identify a right and a wrong prompt, which is that it's actually not incomplete. For a wrong prompt, the prompt will be incomplete, the prompt will lack background, and the prompt will be unclear on what the user wants. But for a right prompt, it's actually very clear and well defined, and also provide necessary information. Like I say, there are some examples here that are here that it says, translate this sentence into French, keeping a polite tone. I want to translate thank you for your assistance, or I want to translate thank you for thank you for patronizing us, or thank you for working with us. You can just say translate this sentence into French, or translate it into Spanish, or into Arabic, keeping a polite tone. So that means like this now you can see that it's actually clear and is well defined, and the instruction that I gave to it is actually is everything here, everything is showing here already. You can see that it says translate this sentence into French, or look at on that example that says summarize this article in less than 100 words, focusing on the key points. I don't just say summarize this article and just leave it there. If I say summarize this article, is a wrong prompt entirely. But like this now, it's actually showing summarize this article in less than 100 words, focusing on the key points. You can see that. Or you say make a 1-week social media content plan for the Flowealth Academy. For the Flowealth Academy course, which is the cyber security. You can see that it's actually clear enough. I didn't just say make a 1-week content plan. A 1-week content plan for who? For what? So you can see that I actually gave it what I wanted to do for me, which is a 1-week content plan for Flowealth Academy under the cybersecurity course, or under the affiliate marketing. You have to indicate what you want to give to you. Because if like this now, if you give it nonsense, it will give you back nonsense. But if you give it the right prompt, it will give you back it will give you back loads of response and suggestion from the internet, and anywhere it could like lay its hands upon. So I hope I did answer your question, Mr. Aliyu.
Thank you so much. The question is answered.
All right.
Okay, to give more
Any
flesh
other question,
to,
please?
yes, I just wanted to contribute to the response you gave, Mr. Liu.
All right.
Okay, so there's something we call prompt engineering. So in prompt engineering, you can actually have the ChatGPT model or any other AI model, because it's also important to note that we don't only have ChatGPT, we have other models like DeepSeek. So you can actually ask the ChatGPT to give you a prompt on what you're trying to make inquiries on. You could just say, create a prompt for XYZ. For instance, create a prompt for a 1-week social media content plan for bakery launching of a new cake. So you can actually have the AI model give you a prompt that you would also use. Thank you. That's just my addition.
All right, thank you. All right, thank you for that. Any other questions again?
So I think my is more like a contribution. So the use of ChatGPT is very important. And one of my observation is when I tell you guys, when I give you guys a task, it's more like you really don't know how to write prompts. So that's why this topic is coming really timely. So Augustina really picked it at a really timely note, because I needed you guys to really know, and I just need to create time to even teach you guys what to do. Now, one of the things that was mentioned in how to write a prompt is you need to give it background. It's very important. You cannot tell ChatGPT, please create a content calendar for the cybersecurity course, or how will I put it, or create a content calendar for Flowealth Academy. Number one, ChatGPT might have never heard of Flowealth Academy, or there might be a lot of things called Flowealth on the internet. So giving a little bit of background is more like saying, this is our course, online course. or when I think I gave someone a task to create a course launch strategy for me. And I don't know what their prompt was, but the strategy given was more like they gave me a Facebook ad as a strategy, right? That's because you did not tell ChatGPT about the company. You need to tell it what does the company do, how our course is delivered. Just give it as much information as you can. That's very important. Or is it, even it can help you create a form, right? Or even an Excel sheet. I think I told you guys to create is it a tracking sheet or a volunteer sheet for me? You can just go and tell ChatGPT, create a volunteer sheet. We have volunteers, these are their positions. I want to be able to track their names, their hours. You give them as much detail as you have, right? So I just want to point that out. Even if you're creating a content calendar, tell them, if you're saying, oh, create a content calendar on our cybersecurity course, you can tell them how long the course is, because some of the content might just be an ad or something. You can tell them more details about the course. Sometimes I just upload, so you can actually upload a document and say, from this document, take out information and give me maybe like a launching strategy, right? Or you can redirect it. You can put a website and say, for those people that if you work on website, you can say, oh, give me a website template based on this website. Or you can even give it a YouTube video and tell it to give you strategy out of the video. So another thing I want to point is, how even if you create something with ChatGPT, I'm going to focus on content calendar, because the content calendar I see from you guys are very ChatGPT made, which means that there is no human touch to it. Even if ChatGPT give you a content calendar, you need to have a human touch. You can't just dump it there and say, oh yeah, I have everything. No, you need to write it, because ChatGPT is just, it can give you something, it can make your work easier, but it doesn't replace your thinking, right? There's always that unique thing you need to add to whatever it's giving you. And one of the things, especially with content, is you need to, if you're making a content calendar, you need to go and check similar content, what makes a content. So there are different content that makes a content. We're talking about like the hook, the call to action, the body, like the different pieces of how your content needs to look like. So you can actually go and see a content on social media that is really blowing up. You can save that video, or you can save the scripts of the video, and you can take it to ChatGPT and say, use this format to give me my content calendar, because the format already has a hook. It has like a very good hook, right? A very good call to action, very good body, and all of that. You can use that format to create your calendar. So I'm just saying that I don't want to be seeing ChatGPT only work. You guys need to use your head and have a tweak to it, right? Because at the end of the day, if you send me something, I automatically know it's generated from ChatGPT because of the way it looks. Or if something just looks, yeah, I can easily tell when there is no human touch to either a draft or something, you just manually just copy and paste. Even sometimes the numbers are really off. I think someone gave me a strategy and it was saying, oh, our budget is 30 million. Obviously, you did not tell ChatGPT, oh, let's restrict this to the Nigerian market, search the Nigerian market, search similar companies that does this, and suggest how much our budget is going to be to launch this, right? Because if you just give ChatGPT, say, oh, give me like a launch strategy, it's just going to look all over the world and say, oh, you need $2 million to launch this. You need 500 employees. So that's why that's the point of like giving it more information so that it can give you very specific response that is specific to what you need. And I'm hoping you all understand that. Okay, thank you. That's my contribution.